Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before. Imagine tuning into real-time discussions, expert analyses, and fan interactions all at your fingertips. Each platform offers a unique experience, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch. We're not just sharing stories, we're creating a community of passionate sports enthusiasts. Join us as we dive deep into the evolution of podcasting, where every episode is a chance to engage, debate, and celebrate the world of sports. This is where your voice matters and the game never stops. Welcome to the Huddle Sports Network, where we're breaking boundaries and redefining podcasting. Broadcasting live on 6 different platforms, we're bringing you the latest in sports like never before, where sports passion meets podcasting brilliance. I'm Mike, the Bear fan, and alongside Bill, the Packer fan, and our buddy Ken Catalone, we're bringing you an incredible lineup of 38 diverse podcasters. Each one brings their unique flavor to the table, covering everything from game analysis to behind-the-scenes stories. Imagine diving deep into the minds of experts who live and breathe football, sharing insights that you won't find anywhere else.
Whoops. Welcome to the open mic night. What's up, Darren?
What's going on, bro? I'm getting some people in here.
Yeah. I was trying to invite some people too. I don't know what's going on.
Getting some Vikings, Lions.
Hell yeah, invite them all, man. I'm gonna drop the link in here too for all those people watching. You guys want to?
Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna send out the link to Ken because Ken Dodd had a lot to say to me yesterday.
Yeah. We'll see if he shows up today. Sometimes he does. Cincinnati wins. What a fucking game, man! If you guys were just watching that game, oh my Lanta.
No, I didn't hear much about it, but
holy cow! The Bengals kept trying. They both teams kept giving the game away. I just don't get it.
I heard it through Greg Rice. He's an honorary Bengal fan tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, stray cats got to stick with stray cats.
Yeah. What is going on with Restream today? Anyway. Uh-oh, someone's in the back. Who we got? Hey, Joe. Hey, Isaac. What's up, fella?
What up? Hey, T. Higgins, any more questions?
No shit, right?
Any more questions?
Fuck, man. What a game, man. Talk about giving it back and forth, those two teams. Holy shit.
Hey, Bo Nix has arrived, dude. Bo Nix is the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that interception,
what do you guys
throwing bombs out there?
Joe, are you there? Is he froze?
Yeah, I didn't get to see it.
You didn't get to see the game? Oh, my Lanta, bro.
Bro, you got to watch the replay of that game.
That game was awesome. And then they went into overtime, and then the Bengals doinked a field goal. I mean, bro, they had like 3 legit shots at winning the game earlier, and they just
they went throw after throw. Bo Nix threw a bomb, touchdown. Marvin Mims making crazy catches,
going back and forth.
Higgins was just murdering everybody. That was a crazy game.
And sacks were up, man. Sacks are all over the place. Holy cow.
Yeah, look, Bo Nix is really a good contender for Rookie of the Year, but Jaden Daniels locked that up when he fucking threw all over.
I could see giving it to Nix. I mean, there's a case for it. I mean, he didn't play the whole year like, what's his name? But
I think you guys are missing the obvious choice here.
Who?
The guy that's about to break Mike Ditka's tight end receiving record.
Oh,
already broke Sam Laporta's rookie record.
Here we go. No, just okay. That's what
Bowers for Rookie of the Year, baby. Like
maybe.
There's so many good candidates,
but they should. Excuse me. I know they're not going to give it to him. It's going to be one of the quarterbacks, but they should give it to Bowers. I think Bowers deserves it.
Oh, Nix Rookie of the Year.
Could be in the running for Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
if they're not going to give him Rookie of the Year, I don't think they'll give him Offensive Player of the Year either. I think he deserves Rookie of the Year, though. Looking at it objectively, do you think take away the fact that the Raiders aren't a winning team, just look at individual accomplishment, which is what the award is supposed to represent. Has anybody had the impact? Like, has anybody look at the records that he's already broken in his rookie year?
But Joe, you know how they work. They always work.
I know how they work. It's a quarterback
record.
game, but I'm just saying, objectively, if you look at statistically, is there anybody that beats Bowers? I don't think so.
But I'm just saying, you know how they look at records too and all that shit, which they shouldn't. You know what I mean? But
is he leading in stats for his position?
Oh yeah,
that's what I thought.
Oh yeah, he's actually he's up there with the receivers, dude. He got
3. I think he got 3, John. He got 3 for sure. I know for sure he got 3. Who else is?
Who would be the other? Mark Andrews, shit like that.
What's up, Sarah?
What's up, guys?
Yeah.
Man, that was a crazy game.
Man,
it was insane game. I'm telling you, Joe, you got to watch a replay of that game, bro.
What's up, Eric? Go Pack.
I was like, do any of you motherfuckers want to win or what? Because if they had tied, the Broncos would have gotten in. And so I think the Broncos was just playing. They were playing to lose or just tie.
It was their game. When they doinked it, they had. I mean, it's like their offense forgot how to play. That whole overtime.
Hey, credit to Sean Payton, man. Sean Payton. I really kind of doubted him how he did Russ, alienated Russ, and then kind of looked like Denver wasn't really going anywhere. But they're playing,
bro. He's
great.
Legit. There must have been issues. There has to be something more to that than what we all think.
I hate that ass. I'm glad he got his ass beat like that.
Viking fans are not like Sean Payton.
No, I'm glad he lost in the most heartbreaking way like that too.
That name is not to be mentioned in this house.
Yeah, Lucas the same way about Sean Payton. He fucking hates him.
Fuck that guy.
Hey, he has done a miraculous job turning Denver around, though.
I hope he stubs his toe tonight.
Yeah, he did. Hey,
he has done a great job.
Did Laporta get the Rookie of the Year last year when he played so well?
No, it was a rookie.
It always goes to the quarterback.
Yeah, I know. We're just talking about that.
Because they don't have offensive Rookie of the Year. They only have Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player or Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, who was Rookie of the Year last year?
Stroud.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he had a great year. Yeah, he did have a great year. Yeah. Who was Defensive Player of the Year?
Will Anderson.
Will Anderson. Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, it'll be different this year.
Far and away, it should be Bowers this year, though. I know they're not going to get it, but
with all the quarterbacks that came out, and I mean,
yeah, I've been seeing
Bowers
Raiders,
should get it just based on the
Jets, Cleveland Browns, Seahawks, Twitter, all freaking crazy. Okay, call the Vikings and trade for JJ McCarthy. I'm like, we are not trading JJ McCarthy.
Bowers should get it just based on the fact that he had Gardner Minshew throwing it to him for half the season.
What's up, John?
And he still managed to pull those stats, dude. That's like having Nate Peterman. That's like having Nate Peterman as your quarterback and still making the Pro Bowl, dude.
Since your team decided they wanted to win and you can't draft a quarter now, what are you guys gonna do?
We're probably gonna trade you guys for JJ McCarthy.
No, you aren't.
Hey, Joe, we haven't seen you since the Raiders actually won a game. You went from 1 to 6, right? That sucks.
Bad. Dude, I'm aware. There's a reason you haven't seen me.
You haven't been on the show. I haven't seen you. I haven't had a chance to talk to you.
Well, I've been in mourning. Have the second pick, you guys
I've been seriously contemplating. I've been seriously contemplating my Raider fandom because, I can't support a team that can't even tank properly, bro.
I know you
You
weren't.
know what I mean? Like,
You weren't even watching the games just so they could tank, and then they
it's like
go.
you
and
had
win
one job, bro. Like you had one job. All you had to do was just lose a couple more games, and all that suffering was going to be worth it. But now you just doomed us to another 20 years of suffering because now you're picking 6. Both the quarterbacks are going to be gone. Like, I'm sorry, but Travis Hunter or like Mason Graham is not going to turn our team around, dude. Like, no matter how good of a player you get at 6, either that or now you're going to have to trade all that draft capital to go up and get a quarterback that you would have had if you just would have lost the fucking game to begin with, dude. Like,
You guys can trade up with the Patriots because they don't need a quarterback. It'll just cost you your future.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's just it. They
exactly.
didn't
That's my
have to.
point.
They had the number 1 spot secured.
I know.
no,
That's
but
gonna get.
even if the Patriots don't need a quarterback, you have the Giants, and then I forget who's picking 2, but
The
you know,
Jags,
Patriots have the second pick.
isn't it
well-
the Jags or the Patriots? One of them.
Yeah, they have the second pick right now.
yeah. I mean, the only good news is that trading up from 6 to 2, I mean, it shouldn't cost us, especially since the Patriots aren't taking a quarterback. It shouldn't cost us 3 first-round draft picks. Like,
No,
you
I
know,
think it will though because because there aren't any quarterbacks and there's only 2. You're going to be more desperate that it's going to cost you more.
Well, I heard that the Vikings are going to trade JJ to the Raiders,
No, we ain't.
and they're going to sign
yeah, I would do that.
Darnold.
I would trade with the Vikings for JJ for a first-round pick.
There you go.
Give them the 6th pick. You're telling me you wouldn't take the 6th pick right now for JJ, considering how Darnold's playing, and you get, you know?
No.
Hey, Joe, say it with me. Kirk Cousins.
Hell no. Hell no. That's
Kirk,
the day
go
I officially
Cousins.
stop being a Raider fan if they go get Cousins, dude.
Aaron
Like,
Rodgers
I
might
have
be
to
available
stop
too.
watching football
That's-
altogether.
That's the straw that breaks it right there, huh, Joe?
But
Yeah,
Joe,
well,
he's only going to
look,
cost $1 million.
I'm not a trader. Like, I can't go and root for another team. It's just not in me. So I would just have to stop watching football altogether, dude. Like,
Fuck that.
But he's
I
only
can't
gonna
go
cost
like
you $1
another
million.
team, man.
So there's a rumor that, well, I guess a bunch of rumors that Antonio Pierce is probably going to get canned after the season. Well, he should be after this.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm not gonna go all Ken Dobb and say like it's never gonna happen, but I will say that, you know, I don't think he should get fired. I think, you know, going into this season with Minshew and Aiden O'Connell as your starting quarterbacks, like, how much are you really gonna expect? And then we had all the injuries that we had early in the season. I don't really think it's his fault. I think he should get another year, and especially to see what we can do at the quarterback position, like whether it's trade up or like whether it's, you know, try to call Minnesota and try, you know, I think he deserves another year. But if they fire him, they fire him. I'm not going to like sit here and slit my wrists over it, you know?
Could
Yeah,
be
that's
worse.
what
Could
I'm
be the
saying,
Bears
like-
fan.
But Joe, how about you guys get offensive head coach and you guys bring Sam Darnold there? I think he'll do good
I don't
there.
want to pay Sam Darnold $50 million a year.
I don't think you need to pay him 50, probably
I
like
don't even want
35.
to pay him 30 because I think the second that he leaves the Vikings, he's going to go back. He's going to turn back into a pumpkin. You know what I mean?
I don't
Yeah,
think so.
look-
I just think you need a good offensive head coach and a infrastructure.
Hey, Joe,
Yeah,
you don't think
Because
he'll go back in the pumpkin?
he's shown that if you give him that, he can produce.
Yeah, you know, that's a great sell, but I'm going to have to pass. I'm going to go ahead and say nah. Like I said, if you guys want to trade J.J. McCarthy, I would gladly give up the 6th overall pick for J.J. McCarthy, though.
We're not that mean to JJ. We're not going to send him there.
Hey, we still got Sean Clifford for you, Joe.
You got Danny Dimes on the. You got Danny
I'll
Dimes
give you
on
guys,
that,
I'll
Cheryl.
give you guys a 67th round pick for him. How about that?
Daniel Jones.
I'd give you Malik Willis for a first rounder.
Yeah, I'll give you like a 3rd rounder for Willis. I'm not giving you a 1st.
Nah,
What you talking about, Willis?
We need a first.
Exactly. What are you
Hey,
talking
man,
about?
the Bears will trade you Badgett.
Nah, hey, actually, I'm wondering if I could like trade the 6th overall pick and we'll rescue Caleb from Chicago right now before his career's in the toilet. You know?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, I was
I
going to
saw-
say that usually, like when those Pierce rumors about being fired, usually Raiders might have somebody in mind that's taken over. Hey, who knows? Could be the return of Gruden.
I doubt it.
If
Somebody
Tom
asked-
Brady's gonna be like the backdoor GM, I think your coach is gone because I don't think Tom Brady wants him.
Yeah, I mean,
Is Tom Brady
it's a good
influencing the
possibility.
coaching hire? Ooh.
Tom's got a lot of influence, so he can bring in someone.
AP to get fired. Like, I think he deserves another year. I think he was fed a shit sandwich this season. I think he deserves another year. But if they don't give it to him, I'm not gonna stop watching or be pissed off about it. Like, as long as they get somebody that's competent. Like, if they go out and get a guy like get a guy like Glenn from Detroit, like, or even Ben Johnson, if they go get somebody like that, I would be fine with it.
What about Pete Carroll? Pete Carroll's interested in coaching again.
He's so old. You don't know he's gonna
old,
last
but
like 2 years.
He's a California guy. You know what I mean?
He's
But, I mean,
old, but
know you guys
I
in
actually
Vegas,
would.
But,
I would be interested in Pete Carroll only because I like, he's a disciplined guy, and I think that, like, he doesn't ask his quarterbacks to do too much, which I think would be better for us, like with our quarterback situation. And even if we were to draft a quarterback, I think he's not going to put too much on his plate to start. I don't know. It would depend on who he's going to, because then Patrick Graham is going to get fired, and I don't want Patrick Graham to get fired because he's done a really good job with our defense. If he was willing to keep Patrick Graham on as our defensive coordinator and just handle the offense, I would totally be for it.
maybe that's a possibility. Brady
I mean,
can talk him into
it can't be any worse than what we've been dealing with, dude. Like, we hired Dennis Allen at one point. Like, come on, dude. Pete
Or you
Carroll's
have
at
to
least
bring
won a
Derek
Super
Carr
Bowl.
back.
Honestly, I wouldn't be against that either. Like, Carr is not going to take us to the Super Bowl, but Carr is good enough to. I mean, if we put the team around him, who knows? But I don't know. I would take Carr back as
staying in
sort
New
of
Orleans.
I would take Carr back as a bridge quarterback. Like, if we got a rookie, I would let Carr play for a year or two and sit the rookie. And because one thing Carr really does have is he has the mental side of the game down. Like, he's a very smart processor, and so I would want him to try to teach our new quarterback that. So I could sit there and watch Carr for a year. I wouldn't be upset with that.
The beef was more with just McDaniels, not with the team, right?
His beef. It was McDaniels that got him out of there, but I think Carr was more butthurt, like that the team decided to move on from him because he dedicated himself to him like he did, and he took. He never really was one of the highest paid guys, even when at certain points, he could have been. He always took like sort of team friendly deals that. So I feel like he feels. That he bent over backwards for him, and that's how they did him. I don't know if he's willing to come back, but maybe,
Or how about Rodgers and Devontae come back?
No, I'm good. Devontae can lick my left nut, and Rodgers can lick my right one.
What about Sabo as your head coach, and then give Justin Fields?
Fields, I kind of like Fields. Like, I don't think that he's reached his full potential yet, but I don't think that we have the offensive staff to get the most out of him. It would depend on what we do in the coaching search. Like, if we fire AP and we get a really good offensive-minded coach that has a history of developing quarterbacks, then I would take Fields as a project.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay him $30 million a year, but I would take Fields as a project for sure.
I'm sorry. I'll stay the fuck away from Fields.
Yeah,
Dude.
No way.
I don't
man.
think
Why?
I mean, I understand.
Or there's
I
Zach
understand.
Wilson.
The reason why is that if you have no plans to develop Fields, like, right away, the guy can't pass the fucking ball, dude. Even Pickens was saying, dude, like, I couldn't get the ball with Fields.
I don't understand, Jay. Why do you think Patrick Graham needs to be fired? And then I have more sayings than that, by the way, but
You do.
yeah, I don't understand why you would fire Patrick Graham. Like, he's the highlight of your coaching staff. Like, he's the one bright spot on your coaching staff.
Does he call the defensive plays or just Pierce call?
Who calls the plays, Joe?
Patrick Graham calls the defensive plays.
Yeah.
And like, our defense before our entire starting defense got hurt, our defense was top 10. So, like, I don't understand the calls for firing Graham. I mean, I can understand the AP, like saying fire AP. I get it. Like his record is terrible, and this season was lost. But I still think he deserves another shot. But if not, I can understand the logic of firing AP if you're absolutely going all in on a quarterback and you want an offensive-minded coach that's going to work with your quarterback. You're going to start new system, new quarterback, new coach all together. That logic makes sense.
So, like,
You're
did
almost
you
at-
guys sign Minshew with the
I'm an
intent
expert.
that you were gonna draft a quarterback? Because that move was so confusing.
No, it wasn't confusing. It made perfect sense. They signed Minshew with the intention that they were going to get one of the 6 quarterbacks that were in the draft that
Okay,
were
yeah.
first round worthy. But it's just the Falcons took Penix at 8. The Falcons stepped on our dick, and there was nothing we could do about it. So
I don't think the Raiders are as bad as the Bears. I think the Bears need to retool it. The whole.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
Bears need. They need to be moved out of the NFC North. They're an embarrassment to us.
I disagree about Graham, but I disagree about Graham getting fired. But you know what? If AP gets fired, Graham is probably going to be gone too. So, I don't want him to though. I think if anything, I wouldn't mind giving Graham a shot at the head coach. But depending on who he could hire as an offensive coordinator.
Yeah, you have the same position that Dobby's in with the Bears, that he wants to keep Brown around. You know what I mean? And bring in whoever comes in new.
Yeah, bring in Brown. We don't mind.
That's not the same position because Patrick Graham has never been a head coach, but he's built he built a top 10 defense, and Brown came in and has just basically lost.
I don't.
Like he hasn't done anything,
I think
so.
Ken switched off of that stance though too, Isaac. I think he's
not on Brown anymore.
The interim, yeah. He's not any good. He's not doing.
Yeah,
they're on a 10-game losing streak. He hasn't helped them win at all.
They weren't like they weren't being fair to him at all though, because he went from a passing coordinator to interim offensive coordinator to interim head coach all within like a month. That is so unfair, and then to expect him to produce? Are you crazy?
I understand what you're saying, Jay. I'm not for firing Graham, and also I honestly don't think AP should get fired. I think he should get one more year.
That's what I'm saying.
I think,
and
honestly,
I agree. Like the players believe in him.
I think honestly something's cooking with Brady now at the helm.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
I think something's cooking there with the Raiders with Brady there.
Well, he's going to help
Brady's
us pick our quarterback. I know that much.
now. He ain't gonna want that stench on him.
I think that Brady's definitely going to have a huge hand in our quarterback selection. I think that they're going to make a move. I do believe they're going to make, if they don't end up in the top 2, they're going to make a move. They're going to trade with somebody if one of the quarterbacks is available, and they should be able to get it for probably like at most 2 first-rounders instead of 3 first-rounders, which I wouldn't be. It sucks, but at the same time, like it's only this year's and next year's, so I wouldn't be like super mad about it.
I know Brady mentors McCarthy because McCarthy said so in one of his interviews.
Oh man,
yeah, he also mentors Shedeur Sanders too.
If McCarthy becomes your head coach, dude, Joe would just leave the country.
No, I meant JJ McCarthy. Brady mentors JJ McCarthy. Because they're both Michigan alumni.
For the last time.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might.
Like I said, I would trade with Minnesota right now. I would give them the number 6 pick for JJ McCarthy right now.
Yeah.
Like you have Darnold, then you could go get another top 6 player, like maybe Travis Hunter, maybe whatever piece you need, you could go get it.
I just got early mock draft where the Raiders are going to pick Sanders. They'll pick 6.
Yeah, no, man, no, Jay, I haven't had hair for a long time.
You're not taking Deion with there's no way Deion comes with that deal, right? I mean, that's.
I don't know.
I mean, how could anybody make a deal like that where Deion comes along with his son?
I've heard the speculation. I don't think that it's something that would actually happen. I think that's putting too much too much power in Dion and Shador's hands. Because what happens if, let's say, Shador's playing well, but the Raiders aren't winning and we want to fire Prime? Now all of a sudden is Shador going to want to trade because Dion's going somewhere else? Like,
Yeah.
it's too much instability. I don't think that they would allow that. I think Dion's going to have to step back and just be happy that his son got drafted.
Who knows what those two are cooking up?
It's not. There's no way that they can make him be the coach, though. There's just no way.
And if I'm being honest, I think Cam Ward, like, Shador is the more pro-ready quarterback right now, but I think Cam Ward might actually turn out being the better of the two, given time and depending on where he goes, how much time he gets to sit and learn, or if he's thrown into the fire right away on a terrible team. Like, I think Cam has a higher ceiling. I like his athleticism.
The Giants fans already have Shador Sanders jerseys already made.
Then if we can get Cam Ward, I would be happy with that. That's a situation where I'm like, I'll go make Derek Carr an offer for $30 million, have him come in, 25, $30 million, have him come in and play for a year and teach Cam Ward the mental side of the game, and let Cam rock and roll in 2026, dude.
Okay, so if the Patriots say they want 3 first-round picks for you to move up to 2, will you do it?
I really wouldn't want to. I think that's like a little bit too rich, a lot too rich. I think moving up 3 first-round picks is like moving up from like 23 to 3. Like moving up from 6 to 2. I think is 2 first-round picks.
Yeah, but there's no quarterbacks, so they have that leverage.
They do have that leverage, but they also have the Raiders also have the leverage of saying, "Go fuck yourself," and you can go ahead and take whatever offensive lineman you're going to take. We'll go trade with the number 3 team instead, who's being more reasonable. Like, because the Patriots aren't taking the Patriots aren't taking a quarterback, right? The Jags aren't taking a quarterback. The Patriots aren't taking a quarterback, so we could go trade with the Jags, and they're trading down from 3 to 6. It's like you're trading down 3 spots. You'll pick up an extra first or an extra, you'll pick up 2 firsts, like an extra first next year to do it.
Yeah, but
I think they would take that deal.
You get Carson Beck.
Hell no, dude.
Carson Beck.
Hell no.
Or how about if they say they want 2 firsts and Max Crosby?
I would tell them they can kiss my ass.
The Raiders are the Bears of
Max Crosby. 1 first and Max Crosby.
Max Crosby is worth their whole team.
Yeah, he will never give up Max Crosby.
Oh, okay.
He'll die.
Max Crosby is worth their whole team.
Hey, we already offered Sean Clifford.
Here's another idea. How about this? I would tell the Patriots, look, you're picking at number 3. There's quarterbacks on the board. I'll give you the number 6 pick for Drake May right now.
They're not giving you Drake May.
Why not? They're right there at 3. They can pick another quarterback. They can get Cam Ward. They can get possibly Shador Sanders. I'm just saying.
Those 2 quarterbacks, I don't think they're worth those 2 first picks, but because there aren't any quarterbacks, they're going to get those first 2 picks.
Actually, float around the top 5.
The Raiders have made some good trades. The Raiders actually traded Khalil Mack. They got a haul for him. They just didn't hit on that they that they got for him, but they actually got a really good haul for him. They got 2 first-round draft picks plus for Khalil Mack. I mean, I think that's a pretty good deal. I think they got 2 firsts and a second or something like that.
Oh, this Arizona Rams game is a punt fest.
Is it? I haven't put it on yet.
Punts.
Wait till this one's over.
The Rams are so up and down. It's like, I'm like, man, if we don't get that first seed,
and the Rams hold their fate in their hand. They just got to win out. And they get the division. They get the.
Hey, Rob.
No, if they win tonight, they're in. They win the division if they win tonight.
Rob, did you really say the Raiders are the Bears of the AFC?
I fucking sure did, bro.
If you said that, I'm going to be pissed.
I did say it, bro. I said the Raiders are. They're having the same issues. Everything that could go wrong, it has gone wrong. I mean, look, bro, they could have fucking got the number 1 and they fucking go and win a game. How do you
Yeah,
fucking do
but to
that?
say they're the Bears of the AFC, like we have 3 trophies. Like at one point, we were the
I'm not saying
gold
you're like. I'm
standard of
just
what
saying for
winning
this
football
season, Joe.
was
For
at
this
one point.
season, you were equal to the Bears.
Hey,
Okay,
at
for
one
this
point the
season,
Bears had a
Yes, for
trophy
this
too.
season. I'm not saying. Look,
for this season,
I'm
that's
not
fine.
labeling
But
anybody.
I mean, if we're comparing overall like legacies, that's a
No, we're
slap
not
in the
doing
face.
that. We're not doing that.
Hey,
It's just this season right here, this moment, this
Just
the way
this,
you laid
Jay's
out.
Don Kinging it in the
dysfunction.
comments.
I know it's been a while, but people seem to forget that there was a time when the Raiders were feared in the NFL, dude. Like,
Oh yeah,
you know?
I know.
Yeah, when you guys were
I'm
in
old enough to know
Oakland.
this, Joe. I took the Cardinals to win that game. Yeah, well,
Al Davis.
Al
Just win,
Davis.
baby.
Yeah, just win.
Because you guys were in Oakland
win.
and then you moved to LA and then you moved to Vegas, right?
We went from Oakland to LA, then LA back to Oakland, and then Oakland to Vegas.
They had to create the tuck rule just because they hated the Raiders so much.
I'm sorry,
Yep,
Jay.
that's what I'm saying, dude.
The
Come on,
Raiders are like
the
20
index
or
card
something on that list.
gate. Like there's been
Hey,
more
but
than just that.
on top of that, though, how does your center not show up all? What was he all drunk or some shit? Or he's sick? He didn't show up for
Barrett
that
Rice.
game. Yeah.
Actually, dude, like don't make fun of that guy because he had really serious mental health issues, and his life
did
has
he?
never been the same since that point. Like,
Oh, I didn't know it was that.
yeah, he had serious mental health issues.
I just remember how pissed my homie was. Like, fuck, how does our center not show up in the biggest game?
Well, you know why why he didn't show up is because Bill Callahan decided to change the freaking game plan on Friday before the game. Like they were planning the whole week because they knew that the Bucks knew all their their passing calls, all their audibles and everything because Gruden designed the offense. So they were going to go run heavy and try to run the ball on the Bucks, which would have been a tough ask, but they were only going to throw the ball like 20 times. And like all of a sudden on Friday, Bill Callahan, so the Raiders get this game script, this game plan. They practiced it all week, and then on a Friday before the game, Bill Callahan goes and hands them a new game script where they're throwing the ball 60 times. And like Barrett Robbins is like, he's the center, so he's responsible for all the protections and everything. He's like, you can't dump this on me on Friday and expect me to have it ready by Sunday. We haven't even practiced it or anything. Don't do this. And Bill Callahan basically told him, nah, like, do what you got to do. Be a professional. So then he dipped out. He left the hotel right after that and went to Mexico. Like, Bill Callahan sabotaged that Super Bowl, dude.
Crazy, man.
Brent's old enough to
That's
remember.
a fact. And I'm not the one saying that. That's Jerry Rice and Tim Brown that both said that happened, dude. Now, you can say Tim Brown. Okay, say whatever you want about Tim Brown. Like, although his record and his
Tim Brown's a
Tim
dope
Brown's
wide receiver.
what I'm saying is Tim Brown's reputation has been impeccable in the NFL, but you can go ahead and like besmirch him if you want. But Jerry Rice is universally loved, has never really said anything bad about anybody. And Jerry Rice even validated Tim Brown's claim and said, yeah, that's exactly what happened. So like if you want to call Jerry Rice a liar, then you know what I mean? But that's what they say happened, and I tend to believe it.
Who knows?
So,
These show. I mean, man, that's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know all that shit happened. I know he had mental health or whatever, but back in the day, shit, Rich Gannon and Tim Brown had the ultimate fucking connection.
Yeah.
Bro, Rich Gannon was the best. He's the best quarterback I've seen in my lifetime for the Raiders. In my life.
Dope.
Like, I miss Gannon because Gannon was so cool. Like, Gannon was Peyton Manning before Peyton Manning was Peyton Manning. And what I mean by that is, like, the mental side of the game, the processing of defenses, like, knowing where the coverage is going to be pre-snap and adjusting your plays to be where the defense isn't. Gannon, if you go back and watch his film, Gannon carved up defenses just with his mind, dude. Like, he was that guy.
I kind of compare him to Matt Ryan. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just the way they play, you know what I mean? Like, they like to air out the ball, and they like to fucking make things happen, go precision with their plays.
Except that Gannon could actually run, too.
Yeah.
Gannon was a running threat, remember?
Yeah, he was.
Is that the ghost of Chad? No, it's actually Chad. as much fun as I've had talking about the Raiders, we're here to talk about the Vikings and the Packers game.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
Joe.
go.
I haven't seen you all week, so I needed to hear your side of it because your Raiders fucked your whole season for you. So I just needed to hear it. But we need to talk about the Vikings get their ass whooped this week.
Sure.
Rich Gannon was that guy. He absolutely was that guy. But yeah, I actually am looking forward to that Packers Vikings game. I think it's going to be good.
Yes, it's gonna.
But
be.
I do think the Packers are going to win though.
Yeah, I do too.
I think so.
I know.
Too.
And I'm not saying that just because the last 2 times we played them in their house, we gave them a thorough beating too. And
I think it's going to be the Josh Jacobs
the past
show,
5 years. The past 5 years we split with the Vikings every year.
Yeah.
It's going to be the Josh Jacobs show.
Yeah, he is.
And I think McKinney is going to get an interception too.
Do we expose Darnold? That's what I think happens.
Got to make him see ghosts, man.
Yeah, make him see ghosts.
Oh,
and then
I already exercised those out of him.
Well, plus
hi, I miss you. You're so awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be like 35-31 Packers.
No, I don't have a bet going with Sarah.
The Packers aren't scoring 35. Are you dumb?
What you talking
Against
about?
the Brian Flores defense, I've got the score at like 24-21.
Oh, you're dumb. Have you seen the Packers
Come
scoring?
on.
Yeah, Jacob's going to run all over him. It's going to be a high-scoring
Well,
game. Watch.
How
Okay, yeah, really.
Jacobs get last time?
I got Packers winning 24-21.
We're going to score more than
And
20.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but there's no way Flores is going to allow the Packers to fucking do anything for him, let alone run.
All right. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, it was 31-29 last time.
We'll see. Just watch. Just watch the game.
True Nations, it predicts Green Bay 1 million, Minnesota
Hey, True
0.
Nation, that's Eric from the morning show, Joe. You know Eric, the Packer fan.
Green Bay 1 million.
Yeah, I know. That's why he
Dude,
said 1 million and
To
nothing.
score $1 million in one game, wow! Like,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
that's
My
do they
fun.
just put do they just
That
put
just
Jordan
sounds
Love
so
in the Hall
dumb
of Fame
that
right
it's
then?
like, whatever. You know?
Do they just like bring the gold jacket to the game for Jordan Love if he scores $1 million?
Right.
Right?
Let's talk realistically about the game.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's just, we are.
We're trying to. I think the Packers win. I think Josh Jacobs is going to run all over you guys.
I think our defense is playing very well right now. I mean, we're gonna give you guys all you can handle.
Yeah, the way Jacob's running the ball right now, he has 9 touchdowns in 5 games. That guy's
Great.
it in,
So the Packers,
Yeah, but that was against like what? The Seattle.
hang on a minute. The Packers are submitting that one player is just going to control the whole offense. I don't buy it. The Packers defense is way better than that. They're damn near a complete team. They are almost a complete team. And the Vikings are just lucky with a strength of schedule of like 382. Okay, your wins are against opponents.
Dude, we all play the fucking AFC South, okay? Good Lord.
I knew I'd ruffle your feathers.
No, I'm just saying we all play the AFC South. So, I mean, I don't understand this. Oh, look at their strength of schedule. Well, let's look at yours. You play the AFC South too.
I'm a Lions fan, so I don't know what the hell
Yeah, and you play the AFC South too. So, I mean,
yeah,
look at your
and
schedule.
how we do. How do we do, sweetheart?
Yeah, we all
do?
swept the
We swept.
AFC South. So, what the fuck is your point?
Okay, what'd you do in the NFC North? You're fucking not looking good, Sarah.
Neither are
You're
you.
looking-
Look at all
You're
your
looking
injured
like you're
players.
about, Sarah. You're looking like you're about to be 3-3, and I believe.
Yeah,
Because
you
I
look
do-
like you're about to get swept.
Who? Who?
Huh?
I'm a Lions fan.
You look like you're going to be a first round exit. Is what you look
And
like.
my team's undefeated in the North.
You
Yep,
look
yeah,
like
she-
you're about to get swept
My
in the
head-
first round.
Sarah, sweetheart, my team has 2 losses just like yours, and you're not better than Green Bay. You are a very good team. Unfortunately, next year it's all going to come to a crash. You're not going to have a quarterback because JJ's not going to be ready. you're gonna lose.
Yeah. That's what y'all said when we signed Sam Darnold.
Yeah,
too. You guys were laughing
Guess
at
what,
us, and
Sarah?
yet look
Guess
at us.
what?
We're
Green
13-2,
Bay,
and we have a rebuilding team at 13-2, and at the same as your championship team, that you're not going to go anywhere because you have
I
nobody
blame you
left
too,
on your
Jay.
defense.
Sarah has no cap space. The Green Bay Packers and Detroit Lions both have cap space.
We have no
The
cap
Bears-
space. We have
The Bears are
next
about
year.
to
We
be
have
on
Everybody's got
we are
cap
top
space.
6 in cap space. What the
Everybody's
fuck are you
got
talking
cap
about?
space.
I love you, Sarah.
Everybody's got cap
Hey,
space.
blow them up.
No, I hate when people make dumb statements. Oh, you have no cap
Like,
space.
what was
I mean,
dumb?
yeah, that's dumb because we are top 6 in cap space next year.
Really?
What the fuck are you
Where's
talking about?
Where's Daniil Hunter? Where's your quarterback? You can't even
Daniil
afford
Hunter's
to
gone in
pay Sam
Texans.
Darnold.
He's
Daniil
done
Hunter's
shit.
gone. As a Detroit Lion fan, I would have loved to have him. Okay.
Yeah, he's
they're gone,
he's
and
not
we're
being.
using
They're
the
not
dead
using
cap
him well
this year.
in Texas, and we saw with that on Christmas.
Hey, Rob, welcome
Yeah.
to the Red Zone Rant.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this is. You guys are going. I love it. I mean, look, the Vikings are playing great this year, and it's all because of Darnold. I swear to God, everybody, we all thought Darnold was going to be their Achilles heel, but he's turned out to be the reason why they are 13 wins. I'm not going to say it's any other reason. I mean, your defense is still playing well. They were playing well last year, but you are playing better. Maybe, and it's also because your run game's probably more solid with Aaron Jones in there. I mean, last year your run game was atrocious. So
I'm gonna give the credit where it's due. I'm gonna give it to Kevin O'Connell. Kevin O'Connell really,
yes,
you know what I mean? What he's done with Darnold has
yes.
been nothing but phenomenal. He's made Darnold look like the pick that the Jets should have got, you know, when they had that third pick. You know what I mean? Like, Darnold is playing out of his mind, and Kevin O'Connell deserves all the credit for that.
My fear
he
with the
doesn't.
Vikings,
No,
though,
wait a minute.
my
Wait a
fear
minute.
with the Vikings is when does Darnold, like, because look, you can coach certain things, right? But what has been Darnold's weakness his entire career, even going back to USC? I watched him play in college.
Yeah.
Darnold, when he gets pressured, he fumbles the ball. He starts
Mhm.
making bad decisions. Like, if you can consistently pressure him, so you can cover that up with good offensive line play, with good running back play. But that's my fear with the Vikings is what happens when he finally meets a pass rush that is relentless. Like, are we going to see the same Sam Darnold that we've always seen?
Stats this year against
See the
pressure,
ghosts.
though? He's the number 1 quarterback against pressure this year.
The Vikings cover everything up with their fucking defense and Flores, and any team in the North would love to have Flores as DC, and nobody will deny that. No, he is a game manager, and he gets lucky because he gets put into situations because of game and clock management.
He just blitzes a lot.
Yeah, so he sounds
blitzes
just
a
like
ton.
Jared Goff.
Hey, Sarah, but
No,
I
Goff
want to
is
ask you,
far
'cause
better than Darnold, and I'm not saying Goff is the almighty. He's far better than
you're throwing out there that, like, Darnold is the number 1 against, like, pressure this year, right? But
no way.
who is the best pass rusher that you guys have faced this year?
We faced what? Daniil Hunter and Will.
So we just got
Anderson.
done saying that Daniil Hunter is having an off season, like he's not been as productive, right? And then Will
I didn't say
Anderson,
that.
kind of the same thing. No, you didn't say that, but people in the panel already said that. Get down
Hunter's
from
down about 5 sacks from this time last year.
Yes, yeah. He's not playing like he did when he was with the Vikings.
So
He's
who
down
else?
with pressures too. He's down
Yeah,
with
he's down with pressures. He's down with everything.
Yeah. So
But
who
he's
else?
still doing good, okay? Give me
No,
Daniil Hunter on my team.
He's like fool's gold to me.
Yeah, I'm not saying he sucks, but what I'm saying is Darnold might be the number 1 quarterback against pressure this year, but I'm talking about when he's getting hit. When he, not just when he's got a guy in his face. I'm talking about when he's actually getting hit multiple times a game. That's when you start to see the real Sam Darnold come out. So
The ghosts.
if
He's
and in the
what?
playoffs,
He's like one of the most sacked quarterbacks.
in the playoffs, guess what? You're gonna see some really good pass rushes, dude. Like you're gonna
Almost
see
every
some
team
teams
get a pass
that can
rush.
get after the quarterback. And I'm just curious to see if Sam Darnold starts getting hit 6, 7, 8, 9 times a game, getting sacked 4 or 5 times a game, how that turns out. That's all I'm saying. If he
All I'm
if he
saying
doesn't turn the ball over, then
Sarah's gonna see a 13-4 out, and Green Bay moving on.
Here, Chad, just shut your mouth because you're.
I love you, Sarah.
You're gonna be a first round exit with all your injuries.
I love
okay?
you, Sarah.
I didn't say Sarah's completely wrong, but I did say we're going to win. You got half right, Jay. Look, man.
I don't think
Chad is staunch on this. He believes it. He made a bet last Saturday night with Jamez, $50 to $100 bet that the Packers will overtake the Vikings. And bro, we're set up to do so. I mean, we got to beat the Vikings this week, and then the Lions got to beat the Vikings next week.
It's gonna happen. I'm sorry, Sarah. It's gonna happen. I hate to break your heart, but I hope
You're
you
not
win
breaking
the
my
first.
heart because you're just talking
Sarah,
shit.
I hope you
She's
win
just
your
talking
first
shit.
round playoff
She
game.
knows.
'cause
She knows. What's up, Yoli?
If we end up winning, then Lions will lock up the number 1 seed. They'll probably be resting guys on that last game.
No, we won't.
The
Listen,
Vikings.
the Lions are not. Dan Campbell is not resting anybody. I swear to God to you, he's
You
not
should- you
resting anybody.
Dude,
No,
let them
he's
do
not.
whatever.
You got to think about considering it with how many guys you have on IR.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah,
You
and
think
then they go online and cry about their injuries, and you wonder why.
All right, first round knockout. Keep crying.
You keep crying. You're the one making dumb
I
decisions.
love you,
like,
Sarah.
oh, we're gonna play our starters, even though we
We're
don't
not.
need
We
to.
are going to
And so
play
you
our
wonder why you
starters
get,
through all of
and you
it.
wonder why your team is on IR.
They will get their bye on our first round bye.
So I mean, I don't know why you're salty about
As
it.
you're
That's
knocked
why
out
your team is
against,
on IR.
like at
Quit crying like a bitch about it.
Well, hey, Jay, I don't know why you don't trust either quarterback. Both, I mean, the last time we played the Vikings, that was one of Jordan Love's better stats game. I mean, he had. They told me because we were talking about it in the Packers show last night. I go, as Jordan Love had a 400-yard game, and it was against the against the Vikings in that first matchup. He had 400 yards. So I don't know that the quarterback play is going to be an issue from either quarterback. I mean, Green Bay's pass rush is better. It wasn't the same as it was the first time. I mean, Minnesota's aware of this, so they're going to have to make adjustments for that. Josh Jacobs is playing better than he was the first time. Aaron Jones is playing better. I've never seen him go this long and this deep into a season before.
I think this is the first season he's played all 17 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen him. I've never seen him do this yet.
Yeah,
and maybe it's because he got traded and he was mad, But I mean, that's what happened. That was the reason why you think we would have let him go if I mean, he just wasn't playing enough. That was the thing, is the amount of money you paying somebody. Although we could have got him cheap, you guys hardly paid him. I don't know how we lost him, but
hey, look, I love Jones, but I kind of am happy that we did because Jacobs is a beast. He's a workhorse on our team. If we would have kept Jones, we would never went after Jacobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jacobs top 5 all day.
Jacobs is younger. He's 26 years old. Aaron Jones.
He's old for a running back. He's top 5. He's like 4 years into the league. Stop.
Just don't forget where you got him.
He's like Monty. He's old like Monty.
Well, get him with the Raiders.
Oh yeah,
another Raiders great gone to be great somewhere else.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all right. You still have that Jacobs jersey hanging in your closet. That Jacobs.
No, I didn't ever have his jersey, but I do have a mini signed by him that I got signed his rookie year.
You got to change the name of that to Jacobs.
Hey, does anybody have an opinion with Vegas? I mean, Monty's over-under was 775 and a half yards, and he goes out of the game at 775 yards. He will not be back, so all the people that bet his over lost.
and we give a shit because
Whatever.
That's still. There's a lot of people that
That's
probably
just Vegas.
Didn't
Vegas
he
made the
not
call,
get his
man.
bone? Did he
Come
not get his
on. He goes out of the game at 775 yards, and all he needed was 775 and a half in the regular season. That's just crazy.
Yeah, and he won't get his bonus. That
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
No, it's not his bonus. It's the Vegas
It's all the
bettors
people that bet on
giving
the
him
over for it's
over
all the
Bet on
people
the
that make
over.
prop bets
774 and a half.
on,
Oh,
his,
yeah.
on his stat. The over.
well, that's why
You don't win the
bet.
tie. You don't win on the tie, man.
No, it's not a tie.
Yeah.
It's not even a tie.
Yeah. No, he didn't break it. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. It's like fucking in fantasy, you know what I mean, where you need that guy to just have one more yard and doesn't get it. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
come on, hand him the ball one more time. He just needs one step.
Why the fuck would I be salty? I could give a shit about his yards.
This is
Hey
not
Shelly.
fair.
Hey
Good
Shelly.
Lord.
Hey Shelly.
Well, I'm sorry, Sarah, that you have 5 quarterbacks under contract and Bridgewater couldn't come back to you. Okay, I'm sorry, Sarah.
Did you guys really want Bridgewater?
About what? What? Why are you salty? Because I don't give a shit about his.
So Chad,
yards. He's not on my
what's the
team.
deal? Why
the
did you
fuck
guys
should I
sign
care?
him in the first place? Why did you sign Bridgewater?
I believe that he has a coaching spot in the future, and they want him because he already knows the offense and he knows the coaches and everything, and there's a good relationship. I believe he's there in case because if something happens to Goff, we do not want Hooker in. I believe.
Really?
Damn,
Yeah,
Colorado getting their ass
and I
whooped.
believe there's a coaching position waiting for him because everybody thinks Ben's leaving, which he might, but we're going to lose our quarterback coach is going to go to Jacksonville. What's his name? Help me. Who's our quarterback coach on the Lions?
I don't
Used
know.
to be yeah.
Why would we know?
So you
that
guys
shit?
you signed him just so he could be your coach for next year?
No, and so we have backup in case Goff goes down because he knows.
You don't believe in the hooker?
You don't believe in the hooker? That's amazing.
No, I totally do, but Hooker isn't ready yet. Hooker's not ready yet.
How is he not ready? How many years he got to sit back there?
10.
He's only on year 2.
Yeah, but bro, if you
He's
got a
on
plan,
year
you got a
2.
plan.
Come
Why wouldn't you
on,
be
give
ready
me
to
a
plan? This is how you get experience.
fucking typical Green Bay fan, dude. I thought
What
I
are you
was
talking about? Rodgers went down for fucking COVID, and Jordan Love got thrown into an Eagles game. What the hell are you talking about? It's just one game. It gives him a little experience. I don't get that. Sign a whole nother quarterback. That doesn't. What does that do to the confidence of your backup? What does that do for him?
I believe there was agreement when Teddy left to go do what he wanted to do. I believe there was an agreement he stayed in shape. Also, if you didn't know, he spent the whole off season with Gibbs, with JMO, and with Hooker, and they worked out at Teddy Bridgewater's facility the whole off season. They stayed with Bridgewater. You guys don't even know that, do you? They live.
Why would we know shit like that? We're not Lions fans.
I mean, bro, did you know that Justin Fields and Jordan Love hung out? I mean, I didn't know that shit either till they talked about it.
Oh, fuck. Well, the problem with that is they probably smoke too much weed. That's why they both suck.
No.
Hey, they're gonna put in fucking
Face the
Teddy
fact,
Bridgewater.
the two hung out together. How successful are they?
Hey, they're gonna put in Teddy Bridgewater against the Vikings. Watch.
Dude, Vikings wish they had Bridgewater.
I hope they do. No, we don't.
Whatever.
Please.
You've got a clown. Well, you've got a game manager that has not as much talent as Bridgewater. Okay? Bridgewater is far more.
Sure. Keep smoking crack, Chad.
I don't smoke crack, but go ahead if you want to.
Yeah, you do, because you're saying we have a game manager that's not as talented.
Chad is not the Oracle.
I'm telling you that right now.
You are smoking
telling
crack.
you that right now.
Stop
Hey,
smoking
Chad, how's it
crack.
feel to get?
Wait a minute, Sarah. Wait a minute, Sarah.
Stop smoking crack.
Wait a minute, Sarah.
Crack is
Who
whack.
Hang on, no. Answer me this one question, sweetheart. And I love you to death.
Yeah, crack is whack. Stop smoking crack.
Who would he back up
Stop
in the
smoking
NFL?
crack. Crack
I
is
mean-
whack. Get off drugs.
Come on. Who would Sam Darnold back
Get
up?
off drugs.
Come on.
Drugs are
No,
bad for
Sarah.
you.
Who would Sam Darnold?
Drugs are bad for you.
Who would
Quit
Sam
smoking
Darnold?
crack. That's why you're whack.
Who would Sam
Stop it.
Darnold back up in the NFL? Almost nobody.
That's why you're whack. Stop
And
it.
you just
Quit
got a
smoking crack.
glory
That is,
defense
that is
and a
triggering Sarah.
All right,
Stop
hey, hey.
smoking
All right,
crack.
we only got 5 minutes
Or
left,
you're gonna
guys.
continue to
Let's
be
not do it.
whack.
Let's not
We
go
got to
out
get
like
predictions, right?
yeah, we got to
Predictions
do
for the game.
predictions. Yep, we'll do both games since Chad's here. What you got for your game, Chad?
I got the Lions winning 31-17.
All right, and the Packers Vikings.
I got the Packers winning 24-21, or maybe a little less.
All right.
24 Packers win.
Isaac, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, bro.
I got Packers, Vikings, 35-31 Packers. And then for what's it called? Lions, Niners. Well, Niners are just banged up and dead by this time. Yeah, Lions are gonna easily win that one.
Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to say 28-23 Packers, and I'm going to say 30-10 Lions over the Niners.
30-10 Lions over the
Trent
Lions.
Williams not even playing too.
All right, what you got, Sarah?
I got Vikings 30-27. And I don't give a shit what the Lions do, so I don't care what the score is.
I love her.
Well, she's got. It was you should have heard her when
Fired up.
when
That
Tim was
venom.
on here. Holy shit, she went at Tim too. All right. I got the Lions destroying the Niners at 35-10. I mean, it's going to be an ass whooping, and I think we're going to beat the Vikings better than everyone thinks too by at least 10 points. So I'm going to say 35-25. That's how that score is going to go. But we're putting 30 on. We've been putting 30 on everybody. Get
Over
ready.
under for rushing yards.
Ooh, over
I'm going to say
under.
Josh Jacobs hits 150.
I'm gonna say 140 total rushing yards for the Packer team total.
140 total. Oh no.
Team total. Yep.
Yeah. No, I'll say 180 team total. They're all running good, man. We got all three running backs scored a touchdown last week. Niners 24,
I'm gonna say
Lions 20.
70
Oh,
yards.
Jason got you guys going down, Chad. 49ers quit this year, I think, so it won't be a good game. Yeah, I know. I said the same thing.
Yeah, Niners have a bunch of guys out. They're shutting down Dre Greenlaw. Let's go. Trent Williams is not playing. I think Debo might not play. Like, there's so many people that they don't have out there.
Hey, Chad, if we beat the Vikings, and in order for you to win your bet, your Lions have to beat the Vikings. What if they choke?
No,
There's one guy.
They don't have. Oh,
they do. Bro, you guys.
They're not going to listen, because what I'm telling you is Dan Campbell is not fucking sitting anybody.
He smokes crack. Don't listen to him.
You smoke crack. Dan Campbell
Because
is
yes,
Campbell
you
is
still win your
winning.
division, but you don't win your bet if we don't overtake the Vikings.
I know.
Your bet. That's
the bet, and I need Green Bay to win 2 and Lions to win 2, which I know is going to happen. But Dan Campbell is not going to sit anybody, because if we get the number 1 seed, we already get a 2-week bye. He's not going to sit people for 3 fucking weeks.
For 2 weeks. Yeah,
he's not going to sit them for 3 weeks. I know Dan Campbell. This is my coach. I know how he is. I know how his team, the players wouldn't.
I agree with that, though. That's good logic, though. I agree. He's not going to want them to sit all that time off without any play.
Never does
That's
us well.
50 to 100. That's the bet. Chad put up 50 to Jamez's 100, and we have to overtake we have to take the spot from the Vikings. We have to take number 2. in the division.
And I even offered to send the money to a mutual source, and it just
Bro,
said,
it doesn't matter. You guys made the bet, and
He
we're
knows
all,
me.
everybody
He
saw
knows
it.
me.
Everybody heard it. So
yeah, and he knows me. He knows me well.
yeah, he's not a Dodger. He's not. Jamez,
No.
And Jamez got to add a
pays
pound.
up, bro.
And Jamez got to
is
add
legit.
a pound of his finest Chiba.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, we got to say goodbye, everybody. Thank you for coming. Thank you for commenting. Thanks for showing up and giving your opinions. We appreciate it on open mic. We love to hear all everyone.
Stay.
Yes,
Sir,
stay off drugs. There's
sir.
a message in there.
Sir, will you marry me?
He ran off, bro. All right, everybody. Thank you. And you have a good night.